Okay, my name is Luis Salomon Lopi. I'm a university student at Cass University, a representative of the English Club of Cass University. And 25 English Emergency is the name of our university. And today it is a big pleasure for me to come and attend the important moment of UVS English Club. It's so interesting because we are learning and we are university students and people expect something from us. And I mean, we are in ERU. ERU means Unit Research Education. And in this Unit Research Education, people are learning. They can get degrees and the other things. But I prefer, it would be better to call all the companies to attend this lecture, because this lecture is interesting and we should profit from this lecture so as to know how can we do to find job. Because we say development. When we say development and what was the topic? Development and young. The young people, and if a country needs to develop, he should go by his youth. And I see what we have to do for the young people. It is not just to call them to do political things or the others. What we have to do is just to focus on education, because education is the most powerful weapon in the world. And knowledge also is the progressive discovery of our ignorance. The more you learn, the more you discover a lot of things. My piece of advice to my brothers and sisters is just to focus on education, and they should learn more. I know Senegalese people are losing their values. What I mean, because when you learn, you discover you don't know anything. But with the young people, the youth of today, what they have to do is just to go to school. And most of the time, we see some people, they give up studies because of something that is not interesting. But what they have to do is just to put emphasis on education, because education is the best way to move forward and to develop a country. Because a country without education is a word without soul.
Hello everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Shefal. I'm from my high school English Club. Right now I'm the Secretary General of the English Club. Well, today we are very honored to be here because all our members of the English Club came here en masse in order to come here to show their solidarity, their participation about great events in online university. So I think that we all know that while living in a community of English Club, we share the same goal, we share the same aim. We should work hard. Whenever you have other club, the other club get a event, you should go there, give your participation in order to make them know that you are happy to be in a browser, in a store, and so on. This is what I think about the English Club environment that we are living every day, every year, every time. Something very, very fundamental.
Think about the topic. I mean, youth development. Can entrepreneurship be a solution? Well, I may say that first of all, you should know about the conception about youth. You know, youth are those teenagers below the age of 18, and this is something very important to consider them, to give them all their importance in our society. And I'm talking about nowadays, it is said that youth are less considerate. You should give them the consideration, helping them in their project, because it is up to them to be the future leader in this country. So while being a youth, I mean that the government should give the priority to them by helping them, by giving the education the first priority in order to allow them or enable them be a good condition of acquiring knowledge, and while being a man or while being elder, they will be able to share it by getting a initial training. And the initial training, it constitutes even the quintessence of a real youth. If you lose your education or your, how can I say, the education that you get in your family, and the education you get at school, it may be a hard nut to crack in order to get he has goals which is sending for you or which is waiting for you as a future. So this is something very important. And can entrepreneurship be a solution? Yes, I may say that. Because if there are enough devoid, if you are enough mature, so as to let their country move forward, they should put a lot of efforts onto work by taking the entrepreneurship as a solution. By working, for argument's sake, they may create an association or a project in order to achieve their goals, in order to become a leader there. And while being a leader, they may call the other who want to succeed as them to be in the right track in order to achieve their goal. With the participation, of course, the government. Because the government, it mustn't be forgotten that the government is the first actor who should help them achieve their goal. Okay. Yeah, the advice that I may give to my brother and sister may be likewise. You know, those people who want to achieve, my brother and sister, they should first of all be motivated to what they are doing. And the motivation may come from the government. Because if they give them the space to live in a good condition, to learn, in order to convey knowledge which may be profitable for them in the future, I think that they should do their best in order to make the effort of the government be not in vain. And after, they should be also, how can I say, respectful towards the elder who are giving them advice. For argument's sake, they may do a project and after come towards their elder, their father and mother, which may pray for them or give them some advice or mean also. Because they are not enough experience. You know, you may get your father who is older than you, who knows some experience about this world, so it will be profitable in order to see them and so as to make him give you some knowledge by the same time praying for you. These are advice that I wanted to give them. And they should also change their mind. Because how that, like that I'm used to saying, what do you think determines what happens to you. If you want to change your life, you need to change your mind. All is in the mind. If you arrive to be an optimistic person, I think that you may go beyond steps, you may go beyond words.
Something very, very fundamental. Thank you, Dawul Shefal, Secretary General of my high school, English Club.
Well trained, and then go to the direction and take your own direction to go. Know that this is the way for sure I'm going to go successfully, because no fake venture, no fake gain. If you don't do something, know that you won't get anything. Thank you.
Who has been given us the opportunity to be here once more so as to celebrate English, so as to carry our mission out. Okay, after that, I say to you, Assalamu alaikum. Okay, for some, maybe some of you know me just by sight but not by name. I am Mohamed Bashir, traditionally called Bas. I am a sophomore student in Butler University of Senegal. I got the privilege, the opportunity to be the president of this marvelous English family. After that, I want to say good evening to my dear English teacher, who is very available for English students, Mr. Sadi Budu. Good evening. I know he understands. Good evening to my dear brother, just who haven't known, we know each other just a little bit, but he accepts the invitation. Good evening, Mr. Okay, I also have tell you good evening, dear brother, dear English lovers here around, dear young leaders. So you see, this is organized by a group of young leaders. This is an association, an educative association, which was created in March 2004. That association got as aim to help one another after being aware of the importance of the English in our country.
First of all, give me the opportunity to introduce myself. First, let's say that I'm given the name of Sayyidina Muhammad Laisam. I am a student in Jusani High School, and I am the General Secretary of Jusani High School English Club, also known as Annex Makers Kingdom. Wow, just to tell you that I'm talking on the behalf of all Annex Makers, and they given me a piece of news, which is tantamount to saying that they are very chuffed and honored to come and attend this kind of tea debate, which is useful. I think that, of course, this entrepreneurship of development can be a solution. Why can be a solution? Because from time to time, I can say in days gone by, Senegalese people, they did not understand that state is only what we call a supervisor. Why a supervisor? Because members of the state cannot do everything. So they're just going to place the first step, and just if they maybe move a step, what is left now is just all the whole society to come entirely and work. Because state can't give everybody jobs. As the President Kennedy used to say, don't ask what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Therefore, I think if you all have the same ideas, then I think that everything's gonna be alright. So the message that I'm just going to give to everybody is just to waken themselves up and to know that today what is an international flag is just to have our self-entrepreneurship and also to have the entrepreneurs of the others, trying to awaken ourselves, awaken the others for a better world. So that's what I think. But only a piece of advice. Why? Because I do know that you are aware of what you are doing. You got the willingness, you got the motivation. So now what is left is just to try to move forward without being discouraged or despondent. Why? Because from time to time, sometimes you want to move forward. You have a dream and you want to fulfill it, but sometimes you may see on the way, on the path, some upheaval, some obstacle, but it should not be obstacle for you, because it's just the time that you fall. As Mandela used to say, the greatest glory rise in not falling, but in rising every time you fall. So just to tell you that to continue, to persevere, and I think that, to cut my long story short, everything's gonna be alright. So keep on moving forward, believe in yourself, and know that there is not a dichotomy between national university or virtual university, because all those structures, they got the same aim, which is the promotion of the education. So self-trust, awareness, willingness, determination, motivation, and textual action, I think everything's gonna be alright. So thanks a lot.
We are too happy to attend once more again. Thank you a lot, and bye-bye for now.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It depends on the time you are. My name is Muhammad Ebashir Diop, commonly called Bas. I am a student at the Virtual University of Senegal in second year, means sophomore student. In the meanwhile, I am a member of Work Together English Level Family, an English club in Chess. This year, as a former Secretary General and the current president of this marvelous English family, means UVS English family, I am so happy to be interviewed. Being a leader, being also a leader to be, being a university student, UVS English family students or young leaders are well aware of their position in this country. They are also well aware of the importance of the English language. So that's the reason why these people have judged it necessary to create this English club. Last year was their first year. They got as theme University Crisis. This year, they said, well, we must step forward. We must seek for another things, like youth and development, to know how do they do to develop their country, how do they do to sensitize their dear brothers and sisters. So, dear journalists, This is broadly speaking the why UVS English family students, real students, have decided and have chosen this topical topic. Okay, as advice, I am going to incite my dear brothers and sisters to invite them to believe in themselves, to wake up what is sleeping inside them, to know that whenever we are following a vocational training, means formation professional, or we are in UGB, Zaidin Show, or UCAD, or Bombay, this is not enough. This is not enough because it is only theory. The lecturer said that this is only theories. So what we need is to practice, to get out, to know what is happening, I mean the reality. So to combine with the training, we will know we will be successful. So I invite them to know who they are, to believe in themselves, to wait for anybody, go to in the internet, go everywhere to get knowledge, to fetch knowledge. So this is broadly speaking the advice that I wanted to share with my dear brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your attention.